Now, the month of October, which is the current month that we are currently in, it's one of the critical months for NEO, because you know that right now in Q4, NEO intends on getting to profitability, or reporting profitability for the first time since inception, which is something that is very, very good. So I saw this picture that I'm flagging for you here. Someone, of course, highlighting their projections onto NEO, and it made me to think about the current latest fundamentals that might made this photo, or that photo that I'm showing you there, to be very much possible. I mean, you will notice there that that article is flagging that NEO for October should deliver, or they're expecting it to deliver 40,000. November they're expecting 50,000. December they're expecting 65,000. Those of you that watched the video that I did yesterday, I think one of the videos I did yesterday, I said October NEO is going to deliver 40,000, November 50,000, and 60,000 in December. So it looks like a lot of people are starting to see a clear picture of where NEO can be in terms of the monthly deliveries. We are not going to see 50,000 right now in October. I'm seeing, or I'm picking it up also from this article here. 50,000 is only going to start in October, and it's very much understandable. Number one, we know that there is a national holiday that just came to an end in China, which that obviously, though NEO was busy, it will have an impact onto the deliveries. I think I also flagged or highlighted that on the video that I did yesterday. Number two, NEO F3 factory, we know that October might be the month where they go to full scale production, because August, September, we have been seeing them on a hiring spree, hiring personnel that will be working on NEO's F3 factory. So we might actually start to see the results of production capacity being ramped up from now in October, but it won't be on a full scale. We are still going to continuously see the production being ramped up on all the three factories, and this is something that I think we need to take cognizance of, because look, if there's one thing that you must know about NEO, is that on a monthly basis, the production capacity of their NEO main brand, of their ONVO sub brand, and Firefly sub brand keeps on being ramped up, or keeps on increasing. I mean, Firefly on this one is a perfect example, because for the month of September we saw it do or deliver the kind of deliveries that not so many people were expecting, and it was, I mean, it sold 5,778, which of course the expectation was 5,000, which shows you the aggression that NEO is doing when it comes to ramping up their production capacity. I mean, ramping up production, it's not just increasing the speed or converting all your production lines to do double shifts, but it also talks to supply chain partners for NEO. These are the guys that are supplying parts for the NEO cars, for the ONVO cars, for the Firefly cars. They need also to increase or ramp up their production capacity, because obviously these companies won't just start by producing material for 10,000 cars right at the spot. They need preparations, because if they do that, they stand a chance to run at a loss. Because what if NEO does not get to a monthly production capacity of a specific model to 10,000? They end up running at a loss. So they increase production concurrently with NEO increasing production, or concurrently with NEO also notifying them, talking to them to ramp up the production. So it's not just about ramping up production at NEO's factory, but it's also ramping up production at with also the NEO suppliers that are supplying products, equipment, and everything that NEO is doing or is installing onto their cars to give final product. So this is why it's not as easy like that, right? But thank God NEO has been doing it right, especially also I think with their partners. I think they are at that stage where they are moving they finally got a breakthrough when it comes to this, because ramping up production, I think, has always been an issue, right? I mean, have a look at what happened with the ONVO L60 after it was launched last year in September. I mean, it took ONVO 3 months for it to get to 10,000 production capacity. That is what it took ONVO to get to. But right now, where we are, NIO, in the first month after launching a car, they already can deliver 10,000 cars of that model that they just launched in a first full month of production, in a first full month of selling, or that car being available on the market. They can get to 10,000, which speaks volumes about the kind of progress that NIO has made, not only internally but with their external partners, which this, I think, is something that is very, very good. So this roadmap, it's clear. NIO is going to get 150,000 deliveries. It's going to be, I think, a worst case scenario, because that chart that I showed you, of course, this guy, it's saying 155,000, which is very much possible anyways. I think it's very much possible. I saw some of the people on the streets of social media were already saying, why is this guy talking about already 155,000 when you talked about 150,000? I'm like, what? It's just 5,000, man. And I don't think that they will just give a higher guidance projections, meaning that the most that they can do. I think they will give a lower guidance to medium, so that at least they can have an opportunity to even do more, which is what makes me to believe that NIO is going to get to this kind of deliveries in Q4. So the roadmap is clear, man. And when I saw this, I thought I quickly come and give you this video, which obviously, man, we will remain long, right? When you see things like this, it's good. And a lot of the investors all over the world, lots of investors all over the world, they are watching closely how NIO ramps up their production. They are watching closely of the NIO deliveries, and I'm telling you, it's going to be so great. But anyways, let me leave this video here. Let me end it here. I'll see you on the next one. That is all from me, my dear friends, and God bless you all.